From there now, the acting chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, May Agbamuche Mbu, has reaffirmed INEC's commitment to credible, transparent and inclusive elections across Nigeria. Our senior reporter Ademola Lawrence has details.
Speaking at the Commission's quarterly consultative meeting with political parties in Abuja, Agbamuche Mbu thanked stakeholders for their support and assured that INEC remain focused on delivering credible polls.
Has been working assiduously and making arrangements for the successful conduct of the Anambra State governorship election, and have had several engagements with the security agencies at national, state and local government levels. All non-sensitive materials for the election have been delivered to the state, and voter education and sensitization is ongoing. The area council election in the FCT scheduled for 21st February 2026 will be held in 68 constituencies, made up of chairmen and their deputies for the 6 area councils.
The acting chairman expressed satisfaction with citizen turnout in the ongoing continuous voters registration exercise.
Impressed by the response of Nigerians to the CVR exercise. And for us, this is a testament that Nigerians believe in our democracy and the effort of the Commission towards ensuring that all eligible Nigerians are given the right to determine who leads them. The details of completed online pre-registration and physical registrations are published on our website on a weekly basis.
Meanwhile, IPAC chairman congratulated Agbamuche Mbu on her appointment and urged INEC to sustain reforms that would ensure free and fair elections.
The litmus test of the new leadership is the conduct of the November 8, 2025 Anambra State governorship election. The success of the off-cycle election, this off-cycle election will set the stage for the upcoming elections in 2026, including the Federal Capital Territory Area Council polls, Osun and Ekiti State gubernatorial elections, and the decisive 2027 general election. INEC should put its act together and get it right. With the new leadership, citizens' expectations are high, very high. The Commission should justify the confidence the nation reposes in it.
Both INEC and IPAC reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening Nigeria's democracy ahead of the 2027 general elections. Ademola Lawrence, CBC News, Abuja.
Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, has inaugurated the newly completed Dakibio Access Road in Abuja. He says the project is a major step toward improving connectivity and easing daily movement for people in the area. The event, held around the Dakibio community, has top FCT officials, traditional leaders, contractors and excited residents in attendance. The minister explains that the road is part of the administration's push to deliver key infrastructure projects across the FCT.
But I had already told Mr. President that I would not be available because of other engagements we have already put in place. And so the Honorable Minister of State represented the FCT in that meeting to tell you, and that is why we have to be careful when people carry unnecessary propaganda and blackmail. But in spite of those things, be focused. You will achieve your results. They said I did not attend because I was not happy that my own nominee was not thinking.
These roads that are about to be commissioned in the sector Center B of Dakibio district will not only ease our transportation, but it will open more corridors for economic activities, residential development, and also social interactions. With this, we have to appreciate all those that contributed and brought these projects to fruition.
Let's step outside our shores to Ethiopia, where enhanced collaboration with African partners and development institutions is believed to accelerate progress of the secular economy across the continent. But this was part of discussions at the annual meeting of the African Secular Economy Alliance held in Addis Ababa. Esther Mopariola reports.
The African Secular Economy Alliance continues to serve as a platform that promotes the secular transition at national, regional and continental levels. At this year's annual meeting, held at the United Nations Development Programme Office in Addis Ababa, participants from various African countries gathered to share insights on policies and programs that can promote circular practices and green innovations across borders.
We help to strengthen regulatory frameworks, empower small and medium enterprises, and scale up practical solutions that transform waste into value.
Nigeria, a co-chair of the alliance, acknowledged key challenges such as financing, infrastructure gaps, and weak enforcement, but reaffirmed its commitment to driving Africa's transition towards a resilient and inclusive circular economy.
As we convene here in Addis Ababa, let us reaffirm our collective resolve to translate Africa's circular economy vision to concrete results, strengthening value chains, empowering youth and women, and ensuring that no one is left behind in this transition.
Currently, the alliance boasts 21 member countries, with Nigeria, Rwanda, and South Africa as founding members. Experts believe that fully adopting the circular economy model could significantly boost GDP, reduce carbon emissions, and help restore biological ecosystems.
35% of the critical minerals for global transition are on this continent. So circular economy is what is needed to make sure that we do good by nature in ensuring that we do the correct mineral recycling, we do regenerative agriculture, we do eco-design in how we build our infrastructure.
As Africa embraces circular economy, the real task now lies in turning promises into action through strong policies, real investments, and innovative ideas. Experts at the Circular Economy Annual Meeting say Africa must move beyond production and consumption towards regeneration and sustainability. Esther Mokwariola, TBC News, Addis Ababa.
Well, Esther joins me now on the news at 7, all the way from Addis Ababa. Esther, talk to us about this issue of circular economy and the commitments being made by partners, governments who are in attendance.
I'm glad you asked that question, Bosse. Look, so let me start with this now. Circular economy is all about reusing and regenerating materials or products, especially now as a means of continuing production in a sustainable way or environmentally friendly manner. And this has been seen to be a pathway for Africa's growth and, of course, its development. And already, some countries are including the circular economy model in their national climate action plans. So, for instance, now, the policy researcher at the annual meeting of the ACEA here in Addis Ababa revealed that in Zimbabwe, agriculture and ceramics play a major role in greenhouse gas emissions as well as raw material consumption. And so the country now is focusing on making these sectors more circular. And in South Africa now, it was also found out that there are big opportunities for circularity in mining, materials fabrication, and of course in construction. And these areas are set to reduce emissions if resources are used efficiently. But there are, of course, challenges in implementing the circular economy model. First is the lack of political will on the part of the leaders and, of course, stakeholders to harness the potential of the circular economy. Another is the issue of coordination across ministries, data collection, and how to report the circular progress. Also, let's not forget financing, which is also a major challenge, especially for the small and medium-scale businesses that need support to, well, scale up. But the lessons learned is that circular economy isn't just about waste. It's a real climate solution that helps countries meet their national climate action plans, and that each country now needs to make its own tailored approach for a more successful implementation of the circular economy model. Also, let's not forget that capacity building and, of course, technology transfer are said to be essential to make this transition work. And finally, it's also important to perhaps will I say, learn from local and traditional practices, because it is believed that they often hold sustainable solutions that can be built upon.
All right, Esther Mokwariola for us there in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Thank you, Esther.
My pleasure.
Well, back here in Nigeria, a team from Qatar's Future Union Company is in Lagos State to explore partnership opportunities with Metro Speed Property Limited on a smart city project. The project is modeled after the Lusail development in Qatar.
It was a meeting of vision and innovation as Future Union Company, a leading Qatari development firm, visited Lagos to discuss collaboration with Metro Speed Property Development Limited. The partnership aims to replicate the Lusail Smart City concept in Nigeria, introducing futuristic, tech-driven housing and infrastructure to Lagos.
We planned on our own. We planned Metro Smart City and Lusail Smart City. Fortunately, they have done, Lusail Smart City in Qatar, and we are hoping that the wealth of experience, the resources required to bring such a capacity development to Nigeria, we are hoping that they will bring to us.
With reclamation expected to be completed by 2026, both parties will sign an MOU and formal contract to commence full-scale construction, a move expected to boost foreign investment and real estate innovation in Lagos.
Thank us for invitation today in site, and we would like check the project after that sign MOU. After that, inshallah, we go to for sign contract.
Also speaking, Prince Kazim Iletu Dibo described the collaboration as a longer-awaited dream for his ancestral home.
I have a dream to make this place a smarter city in Lagos. So at the end of the day, I went to Qatar. I talked to my partners how they can come down here to make the dream come through. And I've been telling my other partner in Nigeria about how I'm going to bring a future union to make this our dream come true. And I want to replicate Lusail Smart City in Qatar, and we want to replicate it here in Nigeria.
Large parcels of land currently being reclaimed by the China Civil Engineering Construction Company, CCECC, will be handed over to the Future Union Group for the first phase of development, as this collaboration marks another milestone in Lagos' urban development drive, with smart city living gradually becoming a Nigerian reality.
Elevate your lifestyle, protect your legacy.
Let's turn attention to Delta State now, where Governor Sheriff Oborevwori has inaugurated a cottage hospital in Ovie local government area. Governor Oborevwori, who was represented by his deputy Mandi Onyeme, described the initiative as an example of effective grassroots governance. Iken Amechi has more.
Cottage Hospital, situated in Iterigbe community, stands as a major milestone in Ovie Local Government Council's drive to improve healthcare access, initiated in November 2024 by the council chairman. The project was completed within a year, fully equipped with modern medical facilities. Excited residents rolled out the red carpet to welcome the deputy governor, expressing deep appreciation to the council for bringing quality health care closer to their doorsteps.
You don't just approve a project, you champion a cause. And the result is this beautiful, functional facility that will save lives and bring quality health care closer to our homes.
For the council chairman, the idea for the hospital was born out of growing pressure on the general hospital and the urgent need for an accessible health facility within the community. He also highlighted other achievements recorded just over a year in office.
So we just have that vision that the cottage hospital will help our local government. It will help our general hospital to ease stress from the general hospital, and also be assisting the people in this environment.
Governor Oborevwori, represented by his deputy, praised the development, emphasizing that the increasing number of landmark projects across the councils underscores a collective commitment to improving healthcare, infrastructure, and overall well-being of residents under the MORE agenda.
And I thank you, Honorable Foni, and I thank the New Generation Council Chairman for adding value to the life of our citizens, for adding value to the more agenda.
After his remark, the Deputy Governor officially commissioned the facility with lots of excitement from the crowd. A guided tour of the hospital followed, showcasing the well-equipped wards, laboratories, and consulting rooms, a testament to what local governance can achieve when vision meets dedication. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News, Uwie, Delta State.